Hi guys, so today I'm bringing you the last workout of the week on Lane Norton's PH3 program. This is week 4 of phase 1, so the last week of phase 1, and today's session was squats and accessory lower body stuff with some blood flow restriction training thrown in there as well. So this is my first warm-up set, just about 6 to 8 reps of 60 kilos, just trying to get the patterning down and warm up the hips a little bit. So before this I'd done a ton of mobility and self-myofascial release work, and then that was my second warm-up set there, and then we work into working sets. So in today's session I had 5 sets of 5 with 115 kilos. So the body was pretty banged up from the whole week of training already. Hips were a little bit tight, but I was so keen for this session. I did this session late in the day. I'd planned to do it early in the day, but actually did a little bit of conditioning and just didn't feel like I could have put in 100% for this session straight after conditioning. So I waited till later in the day and then went and smashed it at a gym near home. So 5 sets of 5 on 115. The squat movement, the movement itself, I think I mentioned this in the last video, is just starting to feel so good. The patterning and everything like that feels great. My control feels good. Everything feels really good with my squat. Obviously just because I'm doing it so often, 3 times a week. But yeah, so 115, it did feel pretty heavy, but going back and looking through these clips, I think I managed to keep my form intact for pretty much all the sets. There's always bits that you can improve on, but I was happy with the depth on all of them, the speed of the reps, and yeah, so all in all it was a good 5 sets and I was happy with that. So as I mentioned, this is the last workout of the week, so there is 5 sessions in 7 days, and yeah, this is the last one of phase 1. So I've actually moved now into I'm about to move into phase 2, which I'm looking forward to. But all in all, if I was given an honest review on the program so far and from what you guys have seen in this week of training, I really enjoy PH3. It's very taxing on your central nervous system, so I found the conditioning I was doing before I started the program, I've really had to back it off, especially weight bearing stuff. So I started to do a little bit more bit of cross training and trying to stay off my feet for my conditioning, so stuff like battle ropes, even on the bike and stuff like that. So central nervous system cops a bit of a smashing. But like I mentioned already, I think because I'm doing the squat, the bench and the deadlift 3 times a week each, I'm doing them so often that the movement's starting to feel really comfortable. And I like that about the program. I think I've also mentioned that it's a really good mix between volume and frequency. So like I said, 5 out of 7 days, there's still plenty of hypertrophy work in there. Like as you guys are seeing, there's a lot of blood flow restriction training. So what you're looking at here is obviously hamstring curls, and I did have the tourniquetors up around the top of my quads and hamstrings. So it was 30 reps followed by 3 sets of 15 with only 30 seconds rest in between each set. So I've obviously sped this video up so you didn't have to sit through all of that. But yeah, there's plenty of volume, plenty of hypertrophy work, which I really like. So I'm going in there knowing that I need to hit my numbers on my squat, my bench or my dead, and then I can just go off a bit of an RPE scale for my hypertrophy work and get a good pump and keep that mind and muscle connection. And it's refreshing not doing the same thing. Like, I might go through a hypertrophy phase where the whole program is just hypertrophy and you're just going in and going off an RPE scale, which is what I would usually do for hypertrophy work. Obviously progressively overloading, but a lot of the time I wouldn't work off percentages of my 1 rep max. If I'm doing hypertrophy work, I'd just go with an RPE, and so that's a good difference. Going in, having my 1 lift or 2 lifts, or even on some days 3 lifts that I know I need to hit certain numbers for. I can really focus in on that, and it gives you obviously a bit more motivation going into the session, especially when you're feeling sore or you've got stuff on and you don't really feel like training or whatever. Going in and knowing you need to hit your numbers is just another motivator, I think. What you're seeing here is obviously leg extensions, again with blood flow restriction. So Same setup, 30 reps on the first set, followed by 3 sets of 15, only on 30 seconds rest. And the pump you get from wearing the tourniqueters on this stuff, obviously I dropped the weight a fair bit. The weight's pretty light, but I was just focusing on contraction, and even though the video is sped up, you can probably see how uncomfortable it actually is. But yeah, the pump you get is insane. So in this session, you'll also see on the last video, I tried the blood flow restriction for calf raises too for the first time ever, and I was actually surprised it was. I actually really like it, so I'll keep throwing that in there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this full week of training, and it gives you a bit of an insight of what this program's like. If anyone's thinking about doing it, I would highly recommend it. If you've got any further questions or more detailed questions, if I haven't covered what you want to know, please leave it in the comments box below. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. There's plenty more videos coming, and I really want to keep smashing out content, and I want to know what you guys want to see, so I don't want to just be putting out stuff that if no one actually wants to see it. So leave a comment, or send me an inbox on Facebook, or direct message on Instagram or email, or whatever it is, and let me know what you want to see. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as I said, plenty more videos to come, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video.